everyone, and welcome back to Cyberwhale. I hope you all are doing really well. And as I have promised you that I'll be coming up soon with a practical lab as well and practical introduction to the vulnerabilities as well. So here we are today to discuss about one of the vulnerabilities practical lab, which I'm going to show you how you can do it and what steps you have to do, as well as so that you can understand how basically in real world case scenarios you guys practice these vulnerabilities. And you have to be very responsible when you are doing this, guys. And I'll repeat once again that this is only for the educational purpose. I request you all to not do any malicious things after learning from here and to do anything after here. So, before we proceed, I'm going to tell you that which particular lab are we going to understand and learn about. That is basically a business logic vulnerability. So we are going to today understand how to do the business logic vulnerability, how you can manipulate the price, and how you can actually manipulate the flaw. You can exploit the flaw of a, you can say, design feature into the website. So in real websites or into the real you can say e-commerce websites or any websites which have any purchasing or any sort of these problems, you can consider them as a, it's not only always about the price manipulation, coupon code abuse or anything, guys. Sometimes it is just a normal flaw in the websites itself that is a that is leading to some massive or some medium, you can say, problems or mess into the systems or into the websites or to the data. So those are considered to be the business logic vulnerability. So for today we are going to understand about one of the lab which we are going to do, and that lab is going to be from the Portswigger Lab Academy. I'm going to show you how you can do it, what are the step-by-step ways that you can perform it in this manner. And I'll also share with you, I'll also show you my own written write-up for this particular lab, because yeah, because I, whenever I practice, I do write the write-ups as well. Because guys, it's not only about understanding the logic and understanding the problem, but sometimes it is important that you understand how you are mentioning those problems so that a layman person can also understand what they have done and how this vulnerability is massive, or how this problem can create chaos. So that is really important. So in that case, let me just head on towards the lab first of all, and I'm going to show you. Yeah, it is already opened up. Okay, why it is opened up, the reason behind it, actually I was recording this video already earlier as well, but there caused some problem and I wasn't able to like upload the same video there. So there was some glitch technical problem. So right now we are repeating this re-recording this video, so just no worries for that. Yeah, the lab name state is excessive trust in client side controls. That means how basically a client, a user is able to see that website, and how basically you can say a server is trusting that client side controls, that yeah, everything is going to be totally and absolutely fine, there is no glitch, there is no problem. But no, it's not obviously and actually always like that. So we are going to do this lab and understand this situation. So first of all, the condition that is given for this lab to be solved is that this lab doesn't adequately validate user input. That means, guys, in this lab, there is no user input, validate user input. That means there is no option to validate that user input is correct or not. There is no situation like that. That means it could be the problem that there is no user input format as well, where a user can input things and that can be validated from this thing. So this lab doesn't adequately have it. So then comes the, you can exploit a logic flow. We have to exploit a logic flow. The situation is something like that. We have to exploit this logic flow in a purchasing workflow. That means there is a purchasing option. You can see now you can create a scenario that it is somehow an e-commerce website where we, what we have to do is we have to purchase something and we have to find a flaw in that. So it is mentioning to buy items on an unintended price. That means there would be like we have to manipulate that price to buy that item. That means we are going to find a flaw in a purchasing workflow where we have to find that price, you can say find that item at a very minimal price or at any changed price, whatever it could be. So to solve this lab, we have to buy a lightweight elite leather jacket. That means we have to buy that lightweight elite leather jacket. There is this product named as this, and we have to buy this. And you can see there is credentials also given for it, Wiener and Peter. So let's first of all access the lab and let's see what it shows. And basically I prefer doing it or using it on my Firefox. And I'll open up my burp suit as well side by side till the time it is loading. I'll copy paste this and I'll open it up there. Let's open my burp suit and let's see. Yeah, here we go with the burp suit community edition. Okay, so till the time it is opening up, I'll just copy paste this particular link from here and we'll go back to my Firefox. Let's just open my Firefox and let's see. Okay, let's give it a time, guys. It needs some time, you know. Yeah, it needs its sweet time. We call it that way. Okay, we'll copy paste this over here and enter it until the time. Let's see. Yeah, burp suit is still loading, so let's wait for it to load. And till the time, let's just go through and okay, the burp suit proxy is on. Let me first switch it off because right now my burp suit haven't opened up, so I'll disable it for now and I'll load my website once again. And now, yes guys, so you can see this is my home, this is my account, and let's go through all of the features till the time burp suit is opening up, and then we will proceed further with it. So we like to shop. Okay, it have opened up. Next, start burp. Okay, till the time it opens up, then you can see this is the particular jacket, or you can say the product that we have to buy. So it is taking its time to get loaded. Okay, this is the jacket we have to buy, this is the product that we have to buy, and an unintended price basically. So let's see. Okay, it's still taking time. All right, no worries for that, guys. Now, before we proceed further and do something, they have mentioned my account, and we have to log into the account. And guys, as I know that in some of the websites of e-commerce, they give the store credits. So I guess, and I wish that they might also be giving us those credits, and let's see, that will be only possible to see after logging in it. So I would suggest you to go in and log in first before you proceed further with any other step. So let's just do it, my account. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here we go, and the password and the username is Wiener and Peter, right? So let's log in, and okay, not now, not never. All right, let's wait for it to open up. If it have opened or not, I'm not sure. It's still taking time. I don't know what have happened to it, but it is taking a lot of time to open up. Sometimes it takes sometimes due to so many things open up in my system, it takes up a lot of time. I guess it's time to now change the laptop, or to change the RAM of the laptop. Seems like that I have to get the upgrade, because yeah. Okay, this is a repeater, but we have to go and get the proxy first of all. So yeah, okay, now comes the thing, guys. Now comes the thing. Okay, you can, yeah, I mentioned now that, guys, that you can see a store credit as $100. Yeah, there is a store credit and this is $100. So now we can think of something you can say goofy, something juicy, right? So let's just try to do it. Okay, we'll go back, and now what I'll do is I'll split my screen to, so that I can just better get off. Yeah, here we go with the proxy. Now I'll also turn on my proxy, yeah, so that it can capture the request that we actually want. For now, I'll burp on, and I'll turn off the intercept, or I'll turn off the intercept. Why I'm turning off the intercept? Because right now I have to get the request, and after getting that request, then it is going to make sense that what I'm trying to do, guys. So this is the particular thing that we have to buy. This particular, you can say, lead leather jacket. So now what I'm going to do, now I'm going to turn on the intercept, so that I can capture the request, whatever it is actually giving, whatever, how I'm viewing the details, what is the request about this product and everything. So I'll click on view details, and you can see there is a get request that is popping up right in front of me. I'll just forward it so that I can just go ahead and keep on moving with it. But now comes the thing, guys, that I have to add it to a cart, but this is actually very much costly, and it is out of even the 100 store credits. That doesn't even make sense that you would be able to buy it, or you would be even able to think of it right now, and obviously it is in dollars, no? So let's just see what we can do. So now I'll add it to cart, but I'll show you after adding to cart we can play with the price. And how we can play with the price, let's just go ahead and see. Okay, add to cart, and now you get to see there is a post request that popped up right in front of you. And now this request is something, okay, just give me a second. Yeah, you can see the price is mentioned over here as well. So this is the request where we can try to manipulate it. So what we are going to do is we are going to right click on this request, send it to the repeater, and yeah, here we go. The repeater is right in front of us. You can see the prices over here. But one thing, guys, you can see double zeros. Actual price of this particular jacket was actually 1337. It was not double zeros behind, but the format is in decimal. Actually, you would be able to see the format is in decimal. That's why those double zeros are popping right in front of you. So for that, what you're going to do for now, just let's see if it have popped up in the cart or not, because right now the cart is stating it is 0, so that means the request is not forwarded. So let's just forward the request and see what it shows us. Let's have some patience. Okay, forward. I'll again forward it, and yeah, you can see the requested showing that it is the cart is now having a one product inside of it. So let's just click on it and let's see what it shows. I'll forward it again. I'll forward it again. Yeah. Now you can see the quantity is this and the price. Oh my god, it's so pricey. But what we have to do is we have to buy something, and we have to manipulate the price in such a manner that it comes under the store credit and we are actually able to buy it. And we are actually, that is what the thing is, that is what we have to do in order to solve this lab. So let's do it, and I'll again turn off my intercept so that I can go to my repeater back. Here is my repeater. Now guys, as it is in the decimal format, so what we have to do is we have to mention those zeros behind whatever the price we are doing. So let's say I wanted a price of this jacket as $1, only the $1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the irrelevant things that we don't want, like the 337. So okay, we removed it. Now the price is actually $1. But to make sure whether it is going to work on the browser or not, what we have to do is we have to send this request and to see what comes up as the response. Only then we are going to send this request to the browser. So let's just do it. Okay, we sent it. Okay, so it says 302 found. That means it is going to work and we can buy this product at $1. So now what we are going to do is we are going to click on this request, right click again on the request, and there is an option to where is it, request in browser. We are going to click on an original session, and you can see there is a link that is the link of this particular request, which we are going to copy. And let's go ahead over here and let's see. We are going to go here. We are going to open one new tab, or you can just go ahead and change that particular link only. But I wanted to show you the difference later on, so that's why I'm going to paste this and enter, guys. Let's see what it shows us. Okay. Alright, you can see, guys, the change in the cart. Earlier the cart was having only one product, but now as soon as I did it, you can see the cart is now having three products, which do make sense. Now we'll click on this and we'll see. Okay, the price have been changed and it is actually $1 only. That means the quantity, a little bit quantity have to be manipulated, because that is a way too less price, you know. So each quantity is for $1. That means the three quantity is for $3. Basically, each is 111, right? So now what we are going to do is we are going to place an order to check whether this vulnerability have actually popped up or not. Like whether and yeah, it is also under the store credit, guys. It is 100 but it is only 3. So let's see what it shows. I am I'm also a little confused for this, because sometimes we have to be efficient skeptical about our thoughts. So yeah, again I'm repeating, guys, wherever you find any sort of vulnerability, do report it responsibly. Don't do any illegal stuff over here, and later on you would come and say that she taught us. No, it is only for the educational purpose. So be skeptical, be responsible. So for that case, just I'm going to place an order and let's see what it shows. Let's wait and see the results. Okay, so the congratulations, you solved the lab, and congratulations to you guys as well. The lab is totally and finally solved. So you can see we bought the quantity 3, the price still showing the same. That means to those people who are onto the server might see and might feel the price is actually the same and they have bought the 3 quantities, but the total is not the same, guys. Later on, when they'll realize that this clip was only for the $3, that means they'll be surprised to see as well. So yeah, that is totally $3, which is not as good as this. It should not be this way. So it is a response, it is a vulnerability which is considered to be a business logic vulnerability, because we saw a flaw in the feature, in the workflow, in the cart, or in the pricing state, whereas there was no code considered. There is nothing that is considered over here. So in that case, guys, what we are going to do right now is, if you are working in a real world case scenario, you just have to take screenshots. You have to record a video as in POC, so as to report it to the organization, to the website owner, or to the team who is handling this, so that they can take relevant steps and sort this problem without getting into a mess or without losing their data, their money, or anything like that. So I would now also show you what do we call it, yeah, my lab. Okay. All right, it's taking a time. Yeah, it's taking. So this is the lab write-up, guys. This is the lab write-up. I have already mentioned excessive trust and client-side control. Yeah, yeah. Hey everyone, you know me. This is Isha Singh Malik. You know that. So no worries for that. So yeah, business logic vulnerabilities are the flaws that basically aren't code errors. As I mentioned again, guys, that these are not the code errors, and these are the problems, but the logic itself is flawed. That means there is a problem in the logic, not in the code errors. So no worries for that. We have already covered this. What we did is we have access the lab, and that this is something we got. Then comes in we have to get this jacket. That is the same thing. Don't forget to turn on your Foxy proxy, as I stated again. But before you do anything, log in with the credits that are given to you, because with the login you will be able to get those 100 store credits. That is something I have mentioned earlier as well. So you'll be able to see this image in the image below. You can see that 100 store credits, and you can see the request captured, add to cart. You have to add to cart, and after adding that to cart, you will get a post request, and you have to capture that post request, because that is having the price rate. So this is how things work. Like the request you are actually capturing should be the one where you have to find the flaw. Got it? Then comes it, then send it to the repeater. Yeah, you have to, because you have to manipulate the price. You can see this is the price, but we changed it to this price. Now you can see the request in browser, original session. Yeah, the same thing. So hooray, guys, you can celebrate it now, because the lab is solved. Let's nacho. Oh yeah. So it's just the simple thing. Hope you guys like the video, guys, and hope you like the write-up as well. I'll also drop the write-up in the description box. You can go and see the write-up from there. And yeah, if you like the video, do not forget to hit the like button, and also share it with your friends and colleagues, so that they can also get a benefit out of it. And yes, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming good sessions and practical sesh, guys, because obviously you have to learn, and if you are interested, this is the right place for you to go ahead with. And also I'll also drop a link to one-on-one sessions. If you wanted to have, you can go ahead and book with me for on a top mate, or you can say you can drop me a message on a LinkedIn. We can have a call to book for you. so that you guys can come and learn more things from me personally if you wanted to. So I hope you like the video, guys, and you like to understand the okay, let me just close it so that my video won't get hanged on too much. Let's give it a time. Yeah, let me close it just a second before I end, because yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and if you are old, and if you are a previous you can say previous subscriber of mine, then happy learning, guys. I hope you like the video. So see you in the upcoming sessions and upcoming videos. Take care, guys. Till the time, bye bye, have a good day.